Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in again. Woody Bendle here from Next Level Growth Strategies. Today's tip for getting your business to its next level of profitable growth is about a big problem that many businesses have. This is because they are confusing what they're seeing with what they want to see instead of seeing what's really going on. Okay, so stay tuned. You'll see what I mean. But trust me, you're not going to want to miss out on today's tip. All right, welcome back everyone. Let's jump right on in. Now, just this past week, I received a call from the bank that holds our mortgage. The guy on the line, let's call him Todd, which isn't his real name by the way, said that he was just calling to introduce himself as he'd recently been assigned our account, and he wanted to see if there was anything he could do for us. I said things were fine as far as I knew. I mean, they seemed to be taking our money just fine. Now, personally, I like this bank. They have a solid reputation, solid leadership. They do a lot to support the community, and like I said, I haven't had any issues, which when it comes to banks is a good thing. Todd also mentioned that he saw that the mortgage was the only account that we had with them, and he asked why we didn't have any other accounts and if we might consider it. Good question. I like this guy's moxie. Now, I've been with my current bank for probably 25 years or maybe even more. They're one of the big ones out there, and I've got all my personal and business accounts with them. I gotta tell you though, I don't love them at all. They're actually pretty frustrating with their continual fee and fine print changes. At least once a year, it seems like there's a new fee for something. And if it wasn't such a pain to move all my accounts, I probably would. I mean, just the thought of it though, right? Ugh. You'd have to pick a new bank. You have to set up the new accounts. Oh yeah, then the initial waiting period to access your money once you set up the account. Then you have to set up all your online bill pay accounts. And after all of that, you have to close out the other accounts. Ugh. All in, I bet there's at least a full day involved with all this. Now, if someone at the other bank would do all this for me and make it super easy for me to switch, I'd be gone in a heartbeat, no question. To my current bank, however, I bet I look like a pretty decent and loyal customer. I mean, after all, I've been with them for at least 25 years. Doesn't get much more loyal than that, does it? Over the years, they've sent me a number of emails inviting me to take a variety of surveys. But to be honest, I don't care enough about them to bother. And I'm pretty sure they could care less about my feedback. They're just looking for their net promoter score. Well, who knows? Maybe they're smart enough to recognize that someone not participating in their email surveys isn't highly satisfied or likely to recommend them. But they're also probably betting that I'm not highly dissatisfied. Otherwise, I'd take their survey and light them up. But being a bit of a data and analytics wonk, I sort of know how these things work. And I'm pretty sure just based on my tenure alone, my bank views me as being loyal. Or at a minimum, pretty low risk of defection. And based on my history, they're mostly right on the low risk side of things. But let me say that in no way am I a loyal customer. And I am absolutely not an advocate nor promoter of their brand or services. Now, I bet I'm not alone in this, am I? How many of you would leave your bank if it were easy and hassle-free? So if I were my bank, this should make me really nervous, if I actually knew any of it. I know I'm picking on my bank here because I just received a call from one of their competitors, so they're top of mind. But I could have just as easily used any other example. My cell phone company, my cable company, my internet provider, where I've got my IRA. You're starting to get the point, right? So here's our tip. I don't care what business you're in, you've probably got customers who are still with you, not because they love you, but rather because the cost of switching is too high. They're still with you because to not be with you is too much of a hassle. That is, until somebody comes along and makes it easy or worthwhile for them to leave. And some of these customers might actually be pretty valuable to your business. So if you're not looking at the right things the right way, and by right things I mean data, you might be confusing apathy or complacency with loyalty. Look, you need to understand that if your company is making any sort of profit, there is someone out there right now forging a bullet with your company's name on it, and they are aiming to take as many of your complacent loyalists from you as they possibly can. Your best defense is to be the one who shoots first by better understanding your customers and doing what you need to do to better serve their needs and create actual customer loyalty. So there you have it. That's today's tip for getting your business to its next level of profitable growth by creating clarity, alignment, and consistency. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.